Welcome back to Let's Get Tipsy.
I'm Priscilla.
I'm Fernando. This is a podcast where we get a little tipsy, talk about random topics because
we can.
Because we can. All right. So, as you can see, this is the Christmas episode. Christmas special.
Merry Christmas.
But we skipped a weekend. But on that weekend or that week, it was Thanksgiving. So we're actually recording this like 2 days after Thanksgiving. But we have a couple of Christmas stories that we're going to be talking about today. Just random experiences that we had. This is going to be more not laid out as normal.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more casual, but we get to yap for the first time, really.
Yeah, this is our first unscripted. Well, not that anything else is scripted, but
we are as unprepared as it gets for this one.
Yes. So, how was your week?
My week was hectic.
Honestly, same, yeah.
Hectic. But it's been fun. It was Thanksgiving and I was going through it. I make the turkey every year, but this time, you know how things go. You know how family drama goes. And I wasn't sure if there was going to be any other food aside from the turkey. And so the options were turkey with a side of alcohol, or I whip something up in the moment.
Okay, but was it a butterball turkey or no?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
I was paranoid. I was looking everywhere.
I saw all of that too. And then as soon as I got the TikTok, I was like, let me go see what kind of turkey we got. Because every year it's usually always butterball.
Yeah.
And then I go and check and we were like, oh, it's not butterball.
Did your mom make the turkey?
My mom always makes a turkey pretty much every year because we usually get a turkey from either from their job, they get a turkey, or my brother gets a turkey. This year he got a turkey, so my mom made it. But she's usually the one that always cooks it because my aunt makes chicken because for the people that don't like chicken. But I feel like a lot of people got turkey this year.
I don't know. I followed Teeny's turkey recipe.
Really?
I love Teeny.
Did you see her mac and cheese recipe?
I did not do all that. I did not do all that.
I saw a lot of TikToks of people messing it up, and I was like,
it was always about the roux.
Yeah, the roux. You can't mess it up.
I wasn't going to make up the roux. I was already making the turkey. I wasn't going to make anything else.
I was like, that seems like easy to burn. I was like, I don't know if to attempt that.
But it was fun. At the end of the day, there was a lot more food than expected. I still have leftovers. I have not touched them. But outside of that, it was Thanksgiving and it was my boyfriend's birthday, so we celebrated that too.
How did that go?
A lot of drinking.
Fun.
A lot of drinking. Oh, and me and Mike partook in Blackout Wednesday. Because Wednesday while I was at work, I kept seeing TikToks about people posting like, oh, it's Blackout Wednesday. Like, it's when you black out and then you wake up hungover. So that way you pull up to the Thanksgiving already. And then I was like, you know what? I was just looking for an excuse to drink. I was like, let's do it.
Oh, my God.
And Mike told his brother, he was like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Blackout Wednesday, he went and got us a bottle of Crown. And Mike's brother and friend were like, that is dumb. What is that? And then later on throughout the day, my boyfriend is in his room, and his brother goes in and he goes, hey, man, that sounds kind of fun. We're going to the bars. And so I was like, okay,
so
valid.
After them saying it was dumb, they were like, let's go.
They were actually like, we drinking too.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see any of that, but I should have participated. But yeah, our Thanksgiving was pretty much like always. We always gather at my aunt's house. My mom makes the turkey, like I said. My aunt does chicken. My sister makes a lot of the sides, and this year my cousin actually brought in a lot of sides as well. Nice. So it was a lot of food, and it was really, really good. I ate probably way too much, but I had to. It's Thanksgiving.
Exactly. No, what's it called? We do, I noticed that you mentioned your mom and aunt. We got dropped from the adult Thanksgiving, because we're the new adults.
Really? Already?
Yeah. And when you think about it, it's kind of true, because half of them have kids.
Oh, true.
I was getting called Tia all week. That was wild.
I still remember the first time one of my nieces told me like, oh, hi Theo. I was like,
ain't no way.
I was like, don't say that.
No, because it was bad, because he was like, Tia, Tia, Tia. And me over here like, who he talking to? What the?
Where's his tia?
And then his mom goes, Priscilla, he's talking to you. And I'm like, oh. What's up? It just feels wrong.
It does. Like, it's crazy because I was like, wait. Now I've gotten accustomed to it because they say it all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
I guess.
But yeah, it's crazy too. That hits you like a brick wall, like out of nowhere.
But now I get why everybody pulls up to you in holidays and they go, oh my God, you've grown so much. Because that's me now.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm like, bro, you were literally like 2 feet last time I saw you. Why are you taller than me?
Why are you taller?
There's no way.
Yeah, I can't remember who. I don't think it was immediate family, but it was like some family members, or some friends of family, and I remember seeing that, and I was like, "That's the little boy that was just like this big."
Oh my God, you've grown so much.
Literally, we're turning into that generation now.
Sadly, but it's okay. It's okay. We're figuring it out as we go.
Yeah,
It's just crazy that we're now like the tios and tias. We're now the ones that host it, and if we don't host it, it doesn't get done.
right. Well, for our family, we also like have to. Well, for Christmas when you're especially, we had to instigate our family like, hey, what are we doing for Christmas? What are we doing? Literally, the reason I procrastinate is because of my family. I just realized because literally 1 year we waited for 1 week before Christmas to be like, okay, we're gonna do this. Because the whole time we were like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And then the adults would not like come through.
I think you're gonna have to start hosting or something.
But yeah, it was crazy. Now I don't partake in cooking yet, but I do help my mom with the turkey just to prep the stuff, like the stuffing stuff that she puts in it. And then she just seasons everything. But I'm like, do you need help? Do you need help?
I'd be doing too much. Me and Mike were fighting the blender, I swear.
Fighting with the blender?
Because I had to put it in like a brine the night before. So
I've seen that.
And like, then I start prepping it at like 10 in the morning and I'm done at like 3 p.m. But it's okay. It's good.
My mom, though, instead of brining, she injects the turkey.
I also do that.
Really? She just, she doesn't brine it, but it still was pretty good.
Wait, I don't think I'm talking about the right thing. I think brining is when you like, yeah, brining is when you put it in a pot the day before so it can like
soak up.
Yeah, and then the next day, it's a basing the turkey.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's called.
But we're not gonna talk about the first time I made the turkey because it's my 3rd year and now I perfected the recipe. Everybody loves it.
You got it on lockdown.
And I use a thermometer, but the first year,
oh,
I did not know what I was doing, and I remember cutting into it separately from everybody. Just because I was like, oh, let me start cutting pieces for everyone. And when I see pink in that turkey, bro.
oh no.
And I kept it hitting so good. If anybody's watching it, I'm so sorry. You ate raw turkey that year. But I cut into it and I kept seeing red pieces. And I was like, this turkey isn't cooked. So what I did is I grabbed pieces from the edges. The ones that were actually white. And I served everybody that. Because this year, one of Mike's family members, they go, dang, Priscilla, it's your 3rd year and you're still killing it. And then I go back to like remembering that. And I'm like still. I threw away the red parts so y'all wouldn't see it. No one ever found out.
Oh my God. That's crazy that no one found out.
But I did pretty well at hiding that. Also, we found out that we were meant to do this together.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. I feel like every episode we're like, we're meeting at this time. Actually,
every single time.
Every single time. But it works out in our favor.
Because we're both running late.
Yeah, we're both running late.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing about procrastinating. We both are late to everything. Literally, I woke up this morning at the time we were supposed to meet up. And I texted you and I was like, so I'm going to be late. And then when you didn't respond, I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to be pissed at me. He's like, dang, again? I thought you had something to do. And then you text me like an hour later being like, oh, I just woke up.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I fell asleep late. I fell asleep 3, maybe close to 4, like 3:30. And then I woke up like around 9-ish, I think. And then I was like, ugh, I have to, because I had to clean my whole room. And then I laid it back down and I was like, actually, I still got time because it was not until 10, 11. I fell asleep. I woke up like at 11:58.
But
it worked out.
Because I was running super late. When I texted you the last time, that's when I had barely like started choosing my outfit. So.
And I was still like waking up from sleep. So, do you have any Christmas traditions that you do? What do you do for Christmas?
Oh, me and my boyfriend always build a gingerbread house.
Oh,
However,
really?
yeah. However, I'm kind of competitive, so I'm like, yours is ugly. There's not one bit of Christmas spirit in this house. I'm like, mine is better.
Mine is better. Whoa. I remember doing a Christmas gingerbread house one year, or trying to, but the icing and trying to get it to stay up is so difficult. I feel like you had to let it dry out for a good time and then actually going into it.
I don't know. I think we just be fighting. We're just that competitive that it needs to stay up.
But that's crazy that they made a gingerbread house, but no one ever eats it.
Oh, yeah. No, we throw it away after it's done. We take pictures and we're like, okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Trash.
Literally. Because Mike doesn't like it. I love it. But
like
I'm not
decorating it?
No, I like eating it.
Oh, yeah. I've never eaten it.
Because after that, everybody's hands been all up in it. And you're like,
You're like, actually, I don't know if I want to have a piece of that.
We do have it set up for like a day, and then we're like, all right, good enough.
Good enough.
Because we don't want flies getting in it.
True. And then it's just going to get like moldy. Like, why would you want to keep it around?
Yeah. And I always have to make sure that there's a tree.
A tree?
A tree.
Like in the gingerbread house?
No. A tree in the house.
Oh, same. Like, I think every year, or we started putting a Christmas tree up because we had, for like a few years, we weren't putting a Christmas tree up because we always go to my aunt's. And I was like, we need a Christmas tree. We need a Christmas spirit. Where's the energy? Right.
Like, where's the Christmas spirit? Bring it here.
And I was the one to be like, we need to put a Christmas tree up. So we had one in our shed, and I went to go get it and put it up. And then the next year, I don't know who took our tree. I don't know where it went, or if we threw it away after that year, because I think the lights were not working anymore. And then one year I was like, I need to go buy a new tree, because where did our tree go? And then I went to Target and bought a new tree.
That's depressing. No, this one year we found a tree in a yard sale.
Oh, really?
In like August.
What?
So we bring the tree back and we're like, so where are we gonna put it? So we actually ended up putting it up on August.
On August?
That tree stayed up from August to Christmas Day, bro.
I remember when you put your Christmas tree up, because I know my sister likes to wait till after Thanksgiving. No. I'm like, no, because she's like, oh, because I'm gonna keep it up until like February or whatever. I was
February's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said, and I was like, I'll keep it probably like a week into the new year, and then I'm gonna take it down.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know where the box went. Oh well, that's a problem for later.
But yeah, my sister helped me out one year to put up our Christmas tree, but then this year I did it by myself, and I think it came out really good.
Nice.
Yeah. And I also put this one up.
She's adorable.
It's pretty cute. You can't see the whole thing, but it has a star and everything.
She's very well spaced.
Yeah.
I need to get more ornaments for the tree at home. But at this point, I feel like it's too late. It's almost Christmas tomorrow. Basically.
Thanksgiving already happened. Like.
But I do like set it up early November, because I feel like I need like time to like. I need to rejoice on Christmas. We only get 2 months to be jolly, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I need to put mine in advance, because like, okay, so we put it after Thanksgiving, then what? December, like 1 month is not a long time.
Exactly.
Like, I'm like, I wanted to, and then it always like livens up the place, because it's like, oh, pretty lights.
I want to enjoy it.
Yeah. So I'm like, this year is going up earlier. I think I put it up like 2 weeks ago.
Talking about putting up decorations, I found out recently that my cousin, he's like 18, I think. He was putting Christmas like lights around his house, and he was on the ladder. And
where's this going?
And I found out that he actually somehow got a nail like stuck to his eyeball.
What?
Like up here. He had to like go get surgery that night. I don't know.
Oh my god.
No one told me the story straight. I've just heard it from like word of mouth, like people passing the story through. But I haven't reached out, because if they're not going to tell me,
is he okay?
Well, if nobody has told me, why am I going to be like, oh, I heard?
Oh, I heard.
But I did see them celebrating Thanksgiving still.
Oh, okay.
So he must not be done. That's what I gathered. I was like, eh.
That's what you...
And they didn't even invite me, so at that point.
Oh my god.
If anybody's seeing this, I'm so sorry. I don't mean it that hard.
But yeah, I think for Christmas that's mainly what we do, and then like I said, most of it is at my aunt's house anyway, so I'm like, I don't really need exterior lights. We did used to put some out, but I mean,
that's a lot of work.
That's
man.
a lot of work.
Who's gonna be out there doing all that?
And then you have to take them down and find the box where it came from, and then it's like, where's it at?
Like,
so,
I have a job.
right?
He's so for real. No, my favorite thing lately on TikTok is when people in the comments are like, guys, I'm employed. What does this mean? Because I have to see it too.
I've seen that too.
But sometimes I'm a little too involved in the... I'm too chronically online sometimes.
I'm telling you, I've told Pri this a lot. TikTok has me on a chokehold for some reason. Once I get in my groove of swiping, it's hard to like stop it.
Like, I need to delete it, but now we have the podcast, so I can't delete it.
That's what I also thought too. I was like, low-key, I need to get rid of it because it literally takes up a lot of my time. But I don't. Maybe we get one of those little apps that blocks it. Like
Maybe.
It restricts your screen time, so it like locks it after a while.
See, but I'm toxic. I'm gonna delete the app.
Me too.
I'm like, no, I get to choose. This is my phone. Who are you, this little dumbass app, telling me when I can use my damn phone? Negative.
Right.
Like, because I see a lot of people with their, like, bedtime thingy.
Oh, I
don't know. It's a little bed, like, icon. Because it always tells Mike to go to bed, and he just wipes it away. I'm like, what's the point to even have it in the first place?
I know what you're talking about. Mine always goes off, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it silences the notifications, but I'm not going to bed.
I don't know, but I did see that Stephanie Sue, love Stephanie Sue, Rotten Mango.
Oh, yes.
She talked about the Angel Aguilar and the Cristian Nodal drama.
Really?
Yeah. And I am so invested in that drama too, dude. It's not even funny.
You told me about it, and I don't think it's listening sometimes because I haven't gotten anything about it.
Really?
And you mentioned it to me. You showed me a TikTok. Dude. I literally screenshotted something the other day on like Safari, and then I was scrolling on Facebook, and then that thing popped up on Facebook.
What?
But yeah, you mentioned it, and it still has not popped up on my TikTok.
No, literally, I saw her drop the video 20 hours ago, and I sent it to everybody that I know that listens to Stephanie Sue. Because somebody already was saying, like, oh, my two worlds are colliding.
Oh my god, that is crazy to think about. It's crazy when they do collide. Like...
I know, because why is Stephanie Sue, my little true crime YouTuber, talking about my drama that I heard from TikTok about Angel Aguilar? And, well...
That is crazy.
Let me update you on it.
What happened?
Well, actually, let me first, like... If you haven't heard, which, like...
context.
Like, apparently people haven't heard.
Yeah.
Essentially, Cristian Nodal is a super, like, huge figure. Stephanie Sue actually used Justin Bieber to compare him in Mexico. Like, he'd be like Justin Bieber in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I will say, his music is amazing. I love his music. Like, his voice, I don't know. I feel like whatever our parents were on listening to, like, classical, like, Mexican music, that's what Nodal brings to the table, but to new generations. But...
crazy, because I feel like I haven't heard none of his music either.
I have to.
Maybe, like, a few, but not a lot.
Valid. But, essentially, he was with Belinda forever ago. He broke up with Belinda, and then he got all tattooed and everything, and people were, like, trying to speculate that he was going through it, but, like, who knows? Who really knows what happened?
Right.
But they broke off their engagement. They were actually engaged, and Cristian Nodal made a song with Angel Aguilar. And they randomly broke up right after that. And then he got with Kazu, who's an Argentinian rapper.
What?
And they had a kid. And they were super cute together. Like, what? I don't want to say that no more because they're not together anymore.
Right.
But they were both like the little gothic couple.
Okay.
Like, I really, like, love their aesthetic. And then, like, cut to 2 days later, like, he's with Angel Aguilar. And Angel Aguilar is a Nepo baby through and through. Think Hailey Bieber times 2.
Times 2
like,
is crazy.
Yeah, because her grandparents were Flor Silvestre. Flor Silvestre is a super, like, famous Mexican actress.
Oh.
And then her dad is Pepe Aguilar.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean by times two.
So it goes through generations. Like, they have generational, like, fame. Like, Stephanie Sue also said something about, like, people try to compare them to the Kardashians, but it goes so much longer than that.
Wow.
But, yeah. And they end up together. They get married after, like, 2 days of dating. But I heard like Yolanda came out in this interview where she was like, because she's getting the hatred of the world. And then she's like, we were all adults. Like, this is like an adult matter. No party was hurt. Nobody was hurt. Every party involved knew about everything that's going on. And then Kazu, the mother of Christian's child, goes into another podcast or news, whatever. But she was like, no, not everyone was an adult. I have a daughter, and she's the one that matters the most. And not all parties were involved because I didn't know about it. I found out about it through social media the same way everybody else did.
Through social media is crazy. What?
And she was like, so no, I was super hurt. I was destroyed. And yeah.
I mean, reasonably so. Like, I've heard stories of people finding stuff out through social media. That is crazy.
I don't know, man. Like I'm saying, I'm chronically online. I am too deep into this. But
I am too, but I feel like I'm on a different side.
That's at the end of the day, like, as long as the baby is okay and everybody's happy. But this story has been told through and through, so at this point.
That's crazy.
But
oh my god.
We're supposed to talk about Christmas. We never talked about Christmas.
Oh. So, wrapping back to Christmas. Is there a specific event or, like, gift or, like, something that happened at Christmas that has stuck with you?
Well, now that you're asking me, I forgot.
Well, let me tell you this one scenario. No, I read it by Pri beforehand, and I read it by my sister. Pri said, like, I don't know, and then my sister was like, no, but I'm gonna say it because it's my story. It's my truth. So, have you ever received a gift that you didn't like?
I mean, back then, I feel like whenever I got clothes, I was pretty upset. Now I wish they would give me clothes, man.
Honestly, same.
Give me a pair of socks,
back
please.
in the day, when I was a little kid, I was like, oh, clothes. But now I'm like, give me like a nice shirt or something.
I swear, give me socks. Like,
that would go nice.
Gloves. I haven't owned gloves in forever.
I know. I haven't either. That's crazy. Anyways, when I was little, look, I was raised right, okay? I don't know what came over me that year, but our family, our tradition, what we do is always Secret Santa. So pretty much just get a name, and then you're going to give that person a gift. And then someone else got your name, and they're going to get you a gift. We don't really go like, oh, we're going to buy everyone a gift, because that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I can't even tell you who I got that year, but the thing is, my uncle got...
you were a kid. The kids have
I
to
was a
bring
little
anything to
kid.
the function?
Well, your parents would buy the gift.
That's lame.
And it would be like, okay, you're giving it out. And so one year, one of my uncles got me a gift. And for some reason that year, I was obsessed with like a Nintendo DS. I wanted a Nintendo DS. I had asked my parents multiple times for it.
No.
And back in the day, it was rough, so I get it. I'm not going to even like complain about it. But for some reason, I was like, this is the year. I'm going to get it. Because I was like, I don't know. Something about this year feels different. I'm going to get my DS this year. Well, my uncle gave me a gift. And it was not what I was expecting at all. It was literally like this huge like snow globe, like one of those, you know, the little water ones that you spin and then the little snowflakes fly around.
Man, I love snow globes. Bring it out. I want it.
And well, they got me a big one, and it was like it had a little button in it, and like air would make the little particles fly out because it wasn't water. But for some reason, Fernando decided to. I was upset because I didn't get my DS, and I started crying. And I was like, looking back, I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, why did you cry? Like, I don't get it. I really don't, because I was like, I was like, I don't see why it was that important to me. But yeah, and then that day I was just like crying, and that was like probably like one of the gifts that it sucks by me, because to this day, one of my uncles is always like joking about it. But But yeah, I mean, obviously I grew, and I'm like, actually, like,
You should go apologize.
that was like very it might bring it back. It might bring the trauma back. Also, they're probably if you see this, no, you didn't.
No, I feel like if I have kids, I'm gonna like I don't want to say train, but I can't think of the other word. Like raise them like in the way you know that not TikTok, it's a Vine, I think. It's like, wow, it's an avocado.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna do that.
The thing is, that's how I've been raised. So I don't know what came over me like that year.
You just chose evil.
I did. I think that's where the planet shifted or something shifted, and I don't know. I chose evil that day. But yeah, because I've seen that. I've seen it was avocado. Never mind. So yeah, I don't know what happened that year.
Ooh, I'm gonna give all the kids in Christmas avocados. They're all gonna hate me and they're all gonna cry.
You're gonna test to see which.
Exactly.
Which ones are the
and
right
I can
ones.
think and know exactly which one is gonna cry when I give it to them. I know.
Oh my god,
But-
that's crazy.
Let me see. What else have I done in Christmas? Well, New Year's coming too. Whenever
That
this is posted, it
is.
might be New Year's.
It might be. Who knows? But yeah, what do you do for New Year's?
Well, I like to keep a tradition going. I like to, you know how they have all the sayings, so the grapes, they have the sitting under the table,
Yeah,
they have the suitcase, they have the run around the
the
house.
suitcase. My aunt's always like, make sure you shower before you come because to go into the new year clean.
Mhm.
Something about it. I don't
Like
know
the
what
money in your shoe, all of it. I do all of it.
you do all of
I
it.
do all of it. Like I think there's a video on my phone somewhere when me and Mike were in Jacksonville last year, and we sat under the table as we ate our grapes, and then immediately we had to run around the apartment complex
With the
with
suitcase.
the suitcase. Poor Mike, bless his heart for following along. But I need to make sure I cover all the bases. I haven't gotten any money.
True.
I haven't traveled, but oh wait, I did travel a little bit. Never mind. I guess
A
it's
little
true.
bit,
Just
yeah.
try it just in case.
Try it just in case. I need to try it too because I really want to travel next year. I say this every year. I'm like, this is the year I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go somewhere, and I don't
No, why not?
because money.
Valid. Straight up.
Because then you have to look up places today, and then if you're gonna go out flying somewhere, might as well stay like a good amount, maybe a week, and then also who's gonna go with me because like I don't want to go by myself. So
Type shit. No, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I got Stray Kids tickets.
oh, I saw
got
that.
tickets.
I saw your TikTok of you having every device.
No, because it was war, dude.
Oh my god, I saw your comment too on one of the TikToks.
Seriously, because like right now, the seats that I have, I paid like $400 and I got VIP. And I
Oh.
got like sound check and like they're good seats. Like they're right by the stage, by one of the legs.
Yeah.
The seats right behind us, like right next to us, like what would be right next to us, but one row back.
Yeah.
They're selling them for $1,500 right now.
Oh my god. So you had early access to get them?
Yeah, but it wasn't like hard to get early access. And I was shaking, dude. Mike, he had his 2 monitors in front of him because we had both dates selected, one for Georgia and one for DC. And we were like,
in
whichever
case.
one we can.
Just in case.
Because I was the ticket purchaser. I had a lot of pressure. But I was told, just whatever is best. Whatever is best. And I was like, that's a lot of pressure. And Mike's thing pulled up and it said like 18,000 and 22,000 in line. And he goes, what are your
my
numbers? And I was like, it's not loading. It's not
Oh
loading.
no.
My screen is frozen and it's not loading. And then freaking out, I don't want to touch anything because I don't want to mess it up.
Right.
And then it loads and it says 80. And the other screen says 113.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, there is no way.
It was worth it to you to hold off. Because me, I would have probably re-switched it. I'm like, fuck, it's supposed to be on sale right now.
And I'm panicking and I'm like, Mike, you do it. I'm shaking. I don't know what to
You
do.
do it.
And it was frozen and it wasn't working. What is? We secured the tickets.
Nice.
Life was good.
Nice.
And then I look up and Mike is still on like 15,000.
And
I'm
my
like,
god.
I don't know what luck. I went and bought a lottery ticket that day to see if like my luck was playing. No, I lost $20.
Oh,
So
you lost it.
I was like, let me give myself good chances because today I'm feeling lucky. If it's any day, it's gonna be today.
It's gonna be today.
But I just proved to myself why I don't gamble. I can't develop an addiction if I never win.
Yeah, me neither.
But
Wait, when is it? When are you going?
June.
Ooh.
But that's super, super exciting.
That is.
I need to get snatched right before, though, because I need to sign an NDA. No, but I was seeing some girls on Twitter being like, Mike is going with me, that's crazy. But I was seeing some girls on Twitter be like, getting like 61,000 in place in line in a venue that only holds 51,000 people is actually diabolical.
That is.
And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Now, how's the stage set up? Like, where are you gonna, like, because I know you're saying you're, like, right by the stage, but how's it set up?
There's the stage, and then there's, like, a long, like, thing, and then there's, like, 2 legs. Separates, like, a little prong. And I'm by one of the legs. I'm not near the actual main stage, because that's all general admission. It's all standing. And I was like, I'd be damned if I had to camp out a week before. Because that's what people be doing.
Now, the reason I asked is because I literally just had this conversation with my sister, I think yesterday. I was like, because when we just went to the last concert that we went to, well, one of the last, the Peso Pluma concert, I was like, there's people down there, like, close to him, but then if he moves to one side of it, they can't see him. Or they can see him, but it would be farther away. So I'm like, is it like, but also you will be close to him, like closer to them if you're there.
Yeah, like if they go into one of the legs, they're going to be right there.
Right.
But I'm thinking if they're in the main stage, I got the screens.
True, yeah.
Because I'm like back enough that the screens are going to be in perfect view.
Oh, perfect. Because sometimes they're like right on top.
Yeah, and I'm wearing my stompers. I'm wearing my big boots. There was this other instance in New Year's. Okay, so I hosted it, and it was like, we're talking like 2020. Don't get the cops calling me. We were not social distancing that year. But it was New Year's, and I invited like just a few friends, like not too many. We were just chilling, and we were all drinking, and we were watching Fast and Furious because Mike is a really big car guy, and he wanted to put in Fast and Furious.
That just reminded me. My brother did too. Like, literally.
Really?
Literally, we just watched it, like, the other day.
And, like, no offense, but I just don't care. I
found it interesting because I actually also grew up with it. Like, so.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I tried to force myself, but I had to stop at, like, the 5th one because I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think I can't remember how far I went. I remember I watched maybe until at 5th. Sounds very right. And then what was it? The most newest one was 10 or something. I don't know. But the newest one that came out, I remember watching it, and after that, I was like, okay, they came out with another one. They're coming out with another one. I'm like, why?
Like the first few were good. The ones that I watched,
yeah.
Like Tokyo Drift was pretty good. I can't.
Oh, I remember that one too, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
I think that's the one we're watching. But point is, Mike's little drunk brain, he sees one of the cars and he goes, oh my gosh, that's an F1C34. And I'm like, Jesus, and this is a drunk brain? He was slurring his words through that.
But he got it.
I don't know how. But good for him, I guess. But that same night, people kept like coming and going. And I have never partook in paraphernalia of drug use. But I know a lot of people that have.
Me neither. I have never participated in that.
See, the thing is, I have too much of an addictive personality. I know that if I try it, I'm going to become addicted. And I don't want to become a crackhead.
Right. Yeah, definitely not. We don't need that.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, I've been offered Coke before, and I was just like, I'm good. I'm straight.
You're like, actually, no thanks.
Like, I've always been curious, but I'm never going to partake because I know how I am.
I'm very curious as well, but I'm like, I don't know about that either.
I know how I can get.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to. But as I was saying, there's people that do partake in drugs at said party. And we were drinking. And I remember looking at one of the guests and going, are you okay? And he looks at me and he goes, I'm going to throw up. And mind you, this is going to get a little graphic, but after he says those words, he just looking straight into space and projectile vomits everywhere as he's standing up. Like, he just goes,
Oh my god.
and it just, like, catapults itself everywhere. And, like, it goes into my purse. And I'm just like, I don't know if I should help him, like, clean up. If I should ask him if he's okay.
Or clean your...
I'm just like...
That
Oh, gosh.
is crazy.
I think I asked him if he was okay. So I guess I'm not that bad of a human
You're
being.
like, you asked.
But I was like, there's so much of throw up in my house now, man. But that was a little traumatizing. But it's okay. It's okay.
No, for New Year's, we don't ever go out that much. We do, like, my uncle goes to South Carolina to get fireworks because there's that one place in South Carolina that's, like, known for their fireworks, I guess. But, yeah, we just do fireworks and we just get, like, a normal get-together at my aunt's house. Everything's at my aunt's house. Every, like, get-together is usually there. But nothing crazy.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Now, for some reason, now I know you mentioned that one year you went out. This is not in the podcast, but earlier you mentioned that, you went out for, like, just shooting. Why is it that that people just randomly start shooting on New Year's?
I don't know.
Because at my uncle's house, without fail, someone has a gun and they're just, like, shooting, like. Now, my uncle has a pretty open area, so he's not, like, in a neighborhood doing this. They just randomly start shooting, and then you hear, like, the people in the back are also shooting, like, because it's not a neighborhood, but there's also people living, like, nearby.
Hey, man, we live in the country. We live in the sticks.
And it's a gun, so you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
And then you can tell gun versus firework.
Yeah.
But why is it that they do that? I guess to, like, be like, oh, they're not gonna know.
I don't know. I really don't. Because, like, every single year, like, they just go, all right, let's go shoot.
Yeah.
For what?
Literally.
Like, are y'all not cold outside? It's warm in here, bro.
It's like, fireworks are over. Okay, where's the guns?
Like, I'm not sure. And they're fine, like, quite the appeal with shooting. But that's just me.
Yeah. I've never shot a gun. I don't think. Maybe I did. Maybe I did shoot one time. I don't know. But I don't remember it. But I was like, okay, cool, fun, I guess.
I mean, I guess everyone has their hobbies.
Yeah. So, but yeah, nothing for New Year's. But wrapping back to holiday, have you ever gone Black Friday shopping?
I feel like we missed out on Black Friday shopping.
I think we do. Look, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of, like, we need to bring the stampedes.
Yeah, because, like, I always thought when I was, like, 7 looking at the TV, I was like, oh, that's gonna be me one day.
That's gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna be out there, like, after Thanksgiving dinner, posted up outside of Walmart. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, also because their deals are not it anymore.
No.
It's like 20% off. Like, what is that gonna do?
Exactly.
Like, bring back 50, 70.
Like, give me that 55-inch TV for, like, $70.
Exactly.
That I'm willing to suck a cake for.
Now that, yeah. The earliest,
Those kind of deals?
the earliest memory of Black Friday that I remember is, it actually was me, my sister, and my mom were lining up a huge line to get, like, a laptop because it was, like, super, like, discounted and whatever. Now the laptop was slow, okay, but back in its day it was, like, doable enough to.
Did y'all get it?
Because that was like, yeah, we actually managed to get it. Now, how long did we wait in the line? I don't remember. I remember it was hours though. Like I told you, back in the day, like, this was peak. Like, we still had a box TV. Like a laptop was, like, one of the craziest things that we could get.
No, seriously, because they were, like, wild, and I read this story where this lady had to get escorted out of the store because she bought the last Laughing Elmo or whatever.
Oh my
Or
god.
Tickle Me Elmo, and she had to get escorted for her own safety.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, it was crazy.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, if you try to tell me, like, that phone is going to cost me, like, $200, I'm posted up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm
locking in, man. I don't know, like... They need to bring that back. I don't know why they don't.
They do. What they need to do is drop the prices, but I don't know if it's going to come anytime soon. Mm-hmm. But I went Black Friday shopping this year right after work, but it was like, I think most of the deals were already gone. Some stores had already gotten rid of them. Mm-hmm. I got just some clothes. Nothing crazy. But yeah, by the time we got there, it was like 2 hours before, like, the mall actually closed, because I actually went all the way to Raleigh. I went to the mall, and because last year, me and my sister went, and we went to a store that actually had store-wide 60% off. Now, sometimes they up the prices.
Dang.
Sometimes they up the prices so it like balances out. But I feel like even then, the prices weren't terrible for their normal prices from their normal prices. So I got a few stuff, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I miss the old Black Friday. I wish we could have partaken that.
No, it's just online.
Yeah. And then Cyber Monday, I feel like Black Friday started how long ago already? I feel like stores online had like deals from like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
Like Black Friday is here. I'm like, no, it's not. Black Friday is after Thanksgiving. But yeah, I think that's the only ever time that we went out for Black Friday. And yeah, I wish it would come back. I feel like I want to be like out there in the tents. Like,
see, I'm saying I'm gonna like pop up and lock in, but literally there have been times where we're chilling and then Mike would go, "Oh hey, Mr. Beast is doing one of the like." I remember still to this day, like it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago probably, where it was like, "Oh, Mr. Beast, like one of the stores where he gives everything out for free. He's popping one off in like 30 minutes," and he was like, "Should we go?" And I was like, "Nah."
nah. What? I always see, because when he used to do a lot of things like here in Greenville, I used to see like, and I'm like, how do people find out about this?
Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I don't like to get on Twitter that much.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
But wait, so he did that this year?
No, that was like 3 years ago. I know that one of Mike's friends did go, and then he did snatch up like, I think it was like a leaf blower or something like that, because they were already like running out of stuff. But speaking of Mr. Beast, I'm still shocked that whenever all the YouTubers came down for like the challenge, the YouTuber challenge, and I didn't see nobody.
Really?
No.
I feel like I haven't really looked that much of what's going on. I've heard things here and there and TikTok clips, but I don't know what's been going on recently with him.
Recently, I don't know. But he did like a little YouTuber challenge where Quackity and like Odd Ones Out and like Jane Animations and a bunch of famous creators. Like I think Logan Paul was out here, KSI.
What the?
And he had like I think 50 people, 100 people, I don't know. Come out and they recorded in Greenville.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember
this here.
What? I don't remember this.
Yeah, this happened like this year.
I didn't know. Well, I can't remember. Maybe I did see like a little bit of it because I was like, oh my god, what? They're in Greenville right now.
Exactly.
But I forgot who. Oh, Sapnap. It was Sapnap. Because I don't know what video I saw, and then he was like in Greenville, and I was like, what is he doing in Greenville? Like, what the hell? when it comes, I forget that he's from North Carolina.
I swear.
Because like, what are y'all doing here?
I'd say I'm surprised I didn't see them, as if I fucking left the house that day. As if I was out and about.
Right.
But
yeah, anytime the North Carolina gets mentioned in any kind of video or like someone, I'm like,
shout out!
I love the comments that are like North Carolina mentioned or, or such and such mentioned. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
But you wanted to bring it back to Christmas, Thanksgiving?
Oh yes. Okay, so obviously I talked about my bad experience with Christmas that one time. But have you ever had like, is there a gift that you received that you like, something that like you remember, like a good gift?
I also got a Nintendo DS for Christmas.
Really?
I think it was at Christmas where you were crying about your snowball. But and my parents got it from a pawn shop, and I remember like
that's where I got my first one too. From Trade It.
I think so too.
Really?
Yeah. We bought the same one.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like $50, and my dad was like, "Appreciate this because it costs us a lot." And like looking back, I'm like, at first when I was a kid, I was like, "Bro, what do you mean?" And like nowadays, still like I'm very fortunate at the fact that I can make purchases like that without struggling.
Yeah, me too.
But looking back, I was like, "Ooh, they did sacrifice for that."
Yeah.
But
yeah, because I think I obviously will love a gift, but I like don't really like whatever it is. I'm not gonna obviously I learned.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna appreciate it.
Mm.
But I love gift giving. Like that's one of my favorite things. And we do, like I told you, we do Secret Santa. So if I get, like, for adults, I feel like it's hard to shop for, because it's like, what am I gonna get my aunt? Like, what am I gonna get my uncle? What am I gonna get my dad? Like, I don't know.
I think I'm getting, I don't know. My mom is always like, oh, don't worry. Like, I just want love for Christmas. No, Miss Homegirl, I know good and well you want a purse or something.
My mom, yeah.
You want to sit there and brag, but you're not going to say that.
I always tell my mom, I'm like, okay, what do you want for Christmas? She's like, nothing. I'm like, okay.
Okay. You are the most materialistic person I know, for crying out loud. Tell me what you want.
I'm like, be so for real. Like, what do you want? But... No, I love giving, especially to little kids.
Oh, yeah, that
I
one.
love, because I'm like, I want to spoil them because, I don't know. I guess because of that trauma. I'm like, I want to get you, like, whatever you want. Like, I want to go all out.
I got my cousin, like, a huge, like, Hot Wheels, like, big box thingy that was, like, $130.
My brother did that, too, one year for one of my cousins.
And they'd be so grateful, too.
They are. Their reactions. Because that's what I wanted to... Whoa. Let me talk about my gift. My gift, it was actually like 2 years ago, maybe. My mom, for some reason, I wanted an iPad, and then I had to mention it to my mom, and then they actually got it for me.
Aww.
And then I was like, wait, because like little kid me would have been so excited. No, I was still excited. Like I said, I was like low key about to tear up, but then they did the classic Mexican thing, quiere llorar, and I was like, hell no, I'm not crying. Y'all better catch me back in. But yeah, it was like very sentimental because I was like, she got me what I wanted.
That's so sweet, and like you can tell when people pay attention.
Yeah, but obviously, yeah, I wouldn't expect anybody to do that because it's like, why are you gonna drop like over $300?
Yeah.
Like, but I love gift giving, especially to the like my cousins and my nieces and nephews. One year, I got one of my cousins from Georgia, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go all out. And then I texted my older cousin, and I was like, hey, what does she want for Christmas? Because my family from Georgia, we're close, but I don't know what you do day to day. I don't know what you like.
Like,
and
you're all the way over there.
Yeah, and you're little kids, so like, it's like every year is something new, like, or not even every year, like in a few months, they already like moved on to the next thing. So I was like, hey, what's the list? Give it to me because I need to know. And then she specifically wanted purple Crocs. She wanted Legos and something else. I can't remember what it was. Like, I think it was like a bunch of Legos. And I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna go all out. Literally bought, and a like big stuffed animal. And I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna get everything because like, I'm gonna make sure she gets everything she wanted. Tell me why when I gave her a gift, she started crying when she opened the box. And I was like, she started crying because she was so happy because she wanted the Crocs. And I'm like, that's the reaction that I wanted. I was like, so I was like so excited to get the gift out. Like, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get a gift, but I'm more excited to see her reaction and like give that out.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I hope now we'll see how Secret Santa goes this year. But I hope I get one of my little cousins so I can go all out.
No. Yeah, no. I remember I got Mike a PS5 last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I was like, I'm gonna make it hard for him. He's not gonna just get a PS5 out of love. So I grabbed that box and I wrapped so much tape around it. And I wasted so much wrapping paper. And then on top of the wrapping paper, I would like tie that with tape again. And then I grabbed rope and I tied all across. And then I retied it and like rewrapped it again. And then put more layers. And I was like, Happy Christmas. Have fun. Good luck opening it because it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. I know. They've done that for in our Christmas. They've given someone literally the same thing, duct tape, zip ties, and everything. Multiple layers, multiple boxes. It comes out this huge box and then it was like this.
So that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
I like doing that because I don't like being nice for no reason.
Right.
That's just towards one person though. I try to be nice to more.
But yeah, that was a little Christmas thing I wanted to get back to.
No. I remember on New Year's I think this was like a couple years ago. I remember. Okay, so I was not the best child in school, obviously. Well, actually, no. I took care of my grades. I had good grades. However, it was okay to skip school every once in a while.
Right.
You shouldn't, but I did. But I remember me and my friends were like, let's skip school and go to Virginia. And mind you, I've always lied to my parents about where I'm going because they used to be so strict with me. I remember, like, whenever we were going somewhere that was an hour away, I would tell them I was 30 minutes away. Whenever we go to cities that were, like, 4 hours away, I would tell them I was 2 hours away. And they would always be like, I need you home right, because they're typical Mexican parents. They're like, I need you home right now. And I was like, okay. In Charlotte, 4 hours away, hey guys, my parents need to be home right now. And we would head back, and they'd call me like every 10 minutes being like, where are you?
Oh my god.
And I'm like, the traffic is really bad. The traffic is awful. It was always the traffic. I don't know how. Dang. I don't know if they believe. I think my mom said that she believed it because I was telling her. Yeah, because I'm at that point in life where I'm like, I'm going to tell her every bad thing I did because now she can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, I was lying to y'all. And
I was like
that could have been bad. And I was like, well, nothing happened.
I'm here now.
But so whenever we went to Virginia, which is like, I'd say like 5 hours away. Yeah. I told them I was from Charlotte, which is like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, a different state sounds dramatic.
It was. What are you doing in Virginia?
It's okay. Crazy. And we went out there and we had fun. We like walked around the city. And when we were back, we got like 3 bottles of wine, one for each person. And I remember drinking. And I just get flashes of that night where I was like, halfway out the window. What? Trying to throw up. And my other friend was in the bathroom trying to throw up. And then my other friend was out in the porch, like laid out trying to throw up. And it involves a lot of throw up. We woke up and her dad was like pressure washing the outside of the house. And I was like, And I haven't liked wine ever since.
I've never tried wine like that.
There's some good wine.
I did it. I did get a few sips the other day when Alicia was here.
I think I'm too trashy for wine.
Really?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, wine gets you the good drunk.
What?
But I don't know what that means.
I've seen a lot of people be like, oh, wine gives me a headache.
I feel like it would give me a headache, to be honest.
And the thing is, I don't want to consume all the alcohol when it's like only like a small percentage of like, I don't want to like drink and not get drunk.
True.
So just give me the hard liquor and let's get this fucking thing over with.
Let's cut to the chase.
Yeah. I don't want to get full and feel yucky.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little alcoholic of me.
No, I know exactly what you mean because one thing about the seltzers is always going to get me bloated.
Exactly.
And I'm like, ugh.
Why am I going to drink 10 of these and barely feel a buzz when I can just drink half a bottle of hard liquor and be fine? But like I said, maybe that's a little bit alcoholic of us because whenever we told one of our friends, like, oh, what's the podcast called? We were like, let's get tipsy. And he was like, of course it is.
Of course it is, yeah. Like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Elaborate. That's rude. I mean, I know, but dang.
You didn't have to tell it straight to our face.
Sugarcoat it a little bit, but we should have known.
But yeah, I think everyone knows about it. The Times Square in New York is like one of the most iconic New Year's things that you can do, I think. Mm-hmm. I need to be there one year. Like I said, our New Year's tradition is not really that crazy. Mm-hmm. So I want to be there for one of them. Mark my words, I'll be there.
I'm scared. There's a lot of people.
I know, it's a lot of people, but I don't know. I just want to see it. I want to see the craziness. My mom wants it too. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell your mom. Let's go.
What would I want to do for New Year's? I don't know, man. I don't think that far. I mean, Thanksgiving, I didn't know what the sides were going to be on Wednesday night, so. But what would be your, like, dream, like, Christmas?
Dream Christmas? I think, okay, so whenever we do Christmas, like I told you, I have family from Georgia. And then no, I have family in South Carolina. And then I have family in Greenville. There's always a family that's not going to show up. And I'm like, a perfect Christmas would be for all of them to show up.
No.
Because, like, it's always like, but we would need a bigger house because that's a lot of people too. Like, for Thanksgiving alone, it was already kind of full, and it was like maybe half of them weren't there. So, but the perfect would be for all of them to be there, like, because that way, yeah. But I do get overstimulated, so I don't know how I like that. But yeah, I don't know because back in the old years too. We used to like even like play games like before Christmas because what we do is we wait until 12 o'clock and then we open our gifts. We're not gonna go to sleep and then open them the next day or open them early because it's Christmas Eve already. We're waiting till 12. Once that clock hits 12, it's like Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Okay, gifts. Let's go. But yeah, I think it would be perfect for them to all be there. So just like 1 year. Like, can y'all get that together or no?
Now, do you celebrate on the 24th?
Yeah, because we do 24th, everything, like, we're eating, we're, like, doing everything. And then on the 25th, like, 12 o'clock, 25th, we open our gifts. And then the 25th is actually, like, el recalentado day.
Yeah, the 25th is just, like, a freebie.
Yeah.
When you get off of work.
Yeah.
And you can chill out.
Recalentado, maybe they get, sometimes, some years they get piñatas, so we break the piñatas. So.
Ooh, I hope they make tamales. Ooh, last year me and Fernando made tamales.
Oh, we did. I had that memory come up on Snapchat. It was the tamales that we were making. I was like, low-key, we need to do that again.
But high-key, like, our tias were on something when they said it was hard.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok too about that. They were like, it's growing up is realizing that you're the new tias that have to, you're gonna have to do the cooking or otherwise it's not gonna get done. But
and my mom
and they were making
us.
Tamales. Oh yeah, she did. She pretty much seasoned everything. So how are we gonna do?
No, it's
whoa,
okay.
you already did them yourself.
Yeah.
And they came out great.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. So I think we got it good. Pri's gonna have the tamale recipe.
I think I'm
We're
on
gonna
tia
help.
status now. Now, the other day when I made birria without like a recipe, that's when I was like, okay, Priscilla, like I done got
without a recipe.
I got it locked in, locked down.
What?
Like I'm straight up tia now. I don't know if I should be proud of that or not because I'm about to be 24th and that's kind of nerve-wracking. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And now I'm being reminded I need to go out and buy gifts for the children.
True.
Yeah, I think there's 3 that I need to buy gifts for. That's enough.
Yeah.
The adults don't need gifts.
The only thing that I do is I get my family in this household gifts.
Nah.
like their main gifts, and then whoever my secret Santa is, and then if I'm out in the wild and I'm like, ooh, my sister would like that, my cousin would like that, I'll get it. But yeah, our traditional like food every year is always barbacoa.
Ooh.
So like we already know they try to switch it up 1 year and we were like, don't do that, because they were like, what if we do pozole? And I was like, no, like,
Ooh, we do
barbacoa.
pozole on Christmas.
Really? We do barbacoa every year. Barbacoa with his potato salad and whatever other side they make.
Barbacoa, potato salad goes crazy though.
It's really good. It's really good. But yeah,
I did get a plate given. That's why you don't eat at everybody's house, man. Because
I've seen a lot about that.
someone brought me a plate, and I'm telling you, like, it looked bizarre. Like,
what about it?
Maybe I'm becoming picky throughout the years, but like, it just looks sludgy and flavorless and white. Why was that plate so pale, man? Where are the colors? Where's the flavor?
It just
Literally,
looks like smush.
literally, and I was just like, thank you. And sitting at home, sitting at home in the fridge because I feel bad throwing away a plate like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping someone in the house eats it or something. But I have plenty of leftovers from our Thanksgiving, so I think I'm just gonna stick to that. I don't know, but the turkey got eaten up. He got eaten up. It was bones.
It was bones.
I did not have to take anything home from the turkey. I told my mom I was gonna give her a piece, and there was no piece. So.
Do you stuff your turkey? Do you add anything into it?
No, just whenever I'm cooking it, I just put like the lemons and like the onions and stuff, and then I make the stuffing separately.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my mom, she puts this stuffing, but it's not traditional stuffing like with breadcrumbs or whatever. It's literally just like potatoes, carrots, and like little pieces of ham and bacon in it.
I do box stuffing because I'm lazy. I'm not doing all that. I'm already cooking a turkey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. I help her out sometimes. 'Cause I'm like, this is a lot of potatoes and carrots for you to peel by yourself, so I'll help you.
No, but no, yeah. Christmas is like one of my favorite holidays. I don't know why, but it is.
I think same. Yeah, it would be Christmas too.
Yeah, because it used to be Halloween, but really when I think Christmas, I'm thinking like the lights, the vibes, the warmth, and I like walking outside and it being freezing for some reason.
Yeah, me too. But I'm constantly like sweating, so that's why I like the code too.
And it just brings back really good memories, like from when I was
It does
like,
too. That's one of the holidays. Well, because also I didn't celebrate Halloween like that, but Christmas is always one of the holidays that around like this year, the code once that wind hits you, it's like, and it's flashbacks to all the memories. Like, for some reason.
No, yeah. Whenever I was still like a teenager or whatever, me and my friends, we'd be like in the highway and we put the windows down and crank the heat up.
Oh my god,
and
that sounds so fun.
It's super unsafe, but we used to like put our feet out the window and like relax, and it's just like obviously bad, super unsafe. Could have gotten my foot cut off, but
oh no.
Still, just like feeling the wind,
yeah,
being freezing to death, but having the heat cranked up, eating my little Starbucks. That was awesome.
That sounds like a vibe.
That was a vibe. That was a vibe. And now that friend lives in Washington
That's crazy.
State. I'm gonna clip that and send it to him. Just the audacity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So Merry Christmas, Happy New
Merry
Year's.
Christmas, Happy New Year's. Don't really know. They should come around that time, so we'll see.
Oh, and
well, you'll
Fernando's
see.
birthday's coming up. We should do something for that. Oh wait, should we talk about? No, we can talk about it on your birthday episode.
Talk about what?
The fact that we locked you in the bathroom and you almost
Oh. Yeah, we'll get to that story. But yeah, this was really fun. This was honestly, it went super smoothly. It was the first like unscripted like.
We should sit there and just yap every now and then.
I think we should. We'll give you a special every now and then whenever we have topics to talk about.
Yeah.
Right before this, we were like, "What are we gonna talk about?" I was like, "It's okay though. We're gonna figure it out," and we did.
We did. Literally, I was walking in the door being like, I don't know what I'm gonna say.
I don't. I was like, I got a story or two, but that's max. And look at us now.
Exactly.
It went super smoothly. So hopefully you enjoyed our little yap session here. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And if you really enjoyed it and you want to support us, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Let's Get Tipsy Podcast or
Twitter
and YouTube.
And YouTube at Let's Get Tipsy Pod.
And you can follow us on our personal social medias at
Lovely Priscilla with 2 Y's on Instagram.
And you can follow me at Fernando M643 on Instagram. And as always, everything is linked down below. I say this every episode, but it literally is. So you can just look it up that way. But yeah, we had a great episode, I think.
I agree. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Drink responsibly.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.